Hey everyone, and welcome back to another great under $5 eShop deals video. Where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out which are the best pickups at under $5. Now just as usual for the series, we'll be giving away two $5 eShop gift cards. If you're wondering how you can participate in those giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below in the video. You then check out the next regular eShop deals video and the winners are announced there. If ever you want the full contest rules, they're down below in the description of the video. Now lastly, I also linked down below last week's under $5 video, as well as the latest eShop deals, just in case you're looking for some more great games, because a lot of those deals are still running and I never repeat them 2 weeks in a row. So now just as usual, with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into those deals. Don't forget, however, if you do like the content, consider hitting that like button. Now to start out today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Squidlit, that is now 50% off, dropping the price to 99 cents. However, there's no end date for this one because this is for the moment a permanent price discount. Now, I've talked about Squidlit in the past, and this game is what's called a true retro Game Boy title. If you wonder what makes it a true retro title, it's that if this ROM could actually port it to a Game Boy cartridge, it should technically run on the original system. Meaning that the developer didn't only emulate the Game Boy style, but really limited themselves to the limitations that an actual Game Boy game had. And I personally had a ton of fun with this very simple retro platformer. However, that's maybe the issue as well. It's a very simple platformer. If you're not into true retro style games, this is maybe one you should skip for this week. However, if you want to spend 99 cents on a great little platformer that even offers some side-scrolling shoot-'em-up levels, well then Squidlit could be an excellent pickup at this low price. Now the next game on today's list is going to be Limbo, that is now back to 80% off, only $1.99, and this one will be running till February 21st. Now Limbo is a very simple yet excellently designed puzzle platformer that actually mixes in some little elements of horror. Now what's really original about this title is that you feel like you're playing through one extremely long level. The game itself can be finished in about 3 or 4 hours, I would say, for most players. However, even though it's a short experience, it is such a potent and well-designed one that I definitely say this is easily worth the $2. I would even argue it's worth the full price of the game. And it's actually pretty incredible the level of tension that they create with such simple visuals. And now next, with Limbo on sale, you probably saw it coming, but Inside, which is pretty much the sequel, is also on sale at 90% off, dropping the price once again to $1.99 and running till February 21st. And this game is even going to be my pick of the week. Now this game basically follows along with the same basic concepts as Limbo. Take a very simply yet well-designed puzzle platformer and put incredible elements of tension and horror. However, it pretty much took everything that was introduced in Limbo and kicked it up in extra levels. And we're not only talking about visuals, the gameplay is also very varied, adding even stealth elements. Now once again, it's maybe not the longest game on today's list, but it is definitely quality-wise one of the best experiences. And yet again, another game that I would have easily said is worth the full price of $20. So right now, getting this at only $1.99 is a pretty amazing pickup. Now next on today's list, we have Aqua Kitty UDX that is back to 70% off, dropping the price to only $2.69, and this one yet again running till February 21st. Now at its heart, this is a side-scrolling arcade type shooter. However, instead of your general spaceship theme, this one rather is all about submarines. Now this earlier entry in the Aqua Kitty series doesn't really throw in yet the Metroidvania elements of its sequel, but nonetheless it is tons of straightforward and simple fun. On top of it, it also throws in a co-op mode, making this a great game to pick up and play with a friend. Overall, this game hasn't reinvented the wheel, however it does everything very well and it adds enough originality to really merit a pickup for any shoot-'em-up fans. Now next on today's list, we have Dwarf Journey that is back to 62% off, dropping the price to only $2.99, and this one will be running till February 22nd. Now this game is a 2D action platformer with an overall roguelike design. However, I would personally say that out of all the roguelites, this one is definitely more for a casual type of player or someone that wants simply a more casual experience from their roguelikes. Now don't get me wrong, there's a fair level of difficulty, however the game does a lot to help you in progression. One of the most interesting elements I found at the beginning is each time you beat a boss, you can right away find their position on the map to really help you push just a little bit further on your next run. And when it drops down to only $3, this one can be a very interesting pickup for the right type of player. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Eternity909, who said, Shinsekai is such a great game, I really enjoyed it, and it left me wanting more. Definitely a gem. And on that, Eternity, you are definitely right, and I really hope that all of you that wanted to pick up the game managed to get that amazing deal from Amazon last week. And our second winner for today is going to be James Remington, who said lots of really good deals this week. And once again, James, I couldn't agree with you more. Last week's list had tons of amazing games on it. So now all you have to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment in the video down below. So now jumping back into our deals for this week, our next one is another really strong game with Guacamelee, the Super Turbo Championship Edition that is back to 75% off, dropping the price to only $3.74, and yet again with an end date of February 21st. Now the Guacamelee franchise is truly one of the best Metroidvania franchises we currently have on the Nintendo Switch. And what I love most about it is while other franchises focus on dark and foreboding environments, Guacamelees are rather full of color. You even have a main character that uses Mexican wrestler moves to battle his enemies. And to round it all off, the storyline is even told with a great deal of humor injected into it. Once again, another game on today's list that I would say is easily worth its full price, so getting this at $3.74 is yet again quite a steal. Now, our next game is actually from the same developer as the previous one, and that is Severed. That is also 75% off, dropping the price to $3.74, and yet again running till February 21st. Now, Severed is a very different type of experience. This is a game all built around the touchscreen, where basically you have to battle your enemies by swiping. But the main reason why I want to draw a lot of attention to this game is that if you're one of the players who have recently upgraded to a Switch OLED, the visual experience on that screen from this game is actually quite amazing. It can still be experienced on an original Switch very well, but I would definitely say that if you have a Switch OLED, this should be one of the first games you pick up to see the visual difference. And on top of it, the gameplay is fantastic here. If you enjoy touchscreen based games, this is one of the best ones currently on the Nintendo Switch. Now, our next game on today's list is going to be Hob, that is now 80% off, dropping its price to $3.99, and that will be running once again to that date of February 21st. Now, first thing I'm going to point out, yes, this game has been cheaper in the past. However, I still find that at $3.99, you are getting more than your money's worth. It is a great 3D action-adventure puzzler that very much offers a Zelda-like experience. The character, level, and world designs are very original here, and yet again, both on the gameplay front and the visual front, we have a very interesting game on the Nintendo Switch. So if you're a fan of a game that offers a nice blend of discovery mixed with puzzle solving and a little bit of combat, well then Hob should definitely be a game that you take a look at for this week. And if you need any more convincing, it also offers a free downloadable demo. Now next on our list of great games that are currently on sale, we have The Takeover, that is back to its lowest ever price of 75% off, dropping it to only $4.99, and this one will actually be running all the way to February 24th. Now this game is a very solid 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up. Now the one thing that I will warn here is the visuals and animation are sort of hit and miss depending on the style that you like. But one thing that I can guarantee, if you're a fan of beat-em-ups, at only $5, it's really hard to get a better game than The Takeover. And yet again, on today's list, it's a game that is best experienced in co-op mode. I would say that I have tons of fun just grabbing this game every time a friend comes over because it's very easy to pick up and play. There's even a couple of levels that throw in an alternate style of gameplay, and they are tons of fun. At $5, I consider this game a great pickup. Now next on our list for today, we have Torchlight 2 that is back to 75% off, dropping the price to only $4.99, and this one running till February 21st. Now this time around, we have a top-down action RPG that has a rough gameplay loop that will resemble a lot a Diablo-type experience. And in this genre of gameplay at this price point, I really don't think there are any better options. Not only that, currently there is also the 3rd edition of the game that is on sale. However, I have to tell you that my personal favorite is the 2nd one. So at almost half the price, you're actually getting, in my opinion, the better of the 2 games. And once again, this time around, if you don't want to take my word for it, it yet again offers a free downloadable demo that you can try out for yourself. Now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with some other great games to consider. There we have a great under $5 eShop deals list for this week. And you know what? Waiting till after the Nintendo Direct was a good move because we got over 600 new deals dropped on the eShop. Now, just as usual, don't forget to leave me down below what games you are picking up for this week. Also, a quick shout out to all my supporters. I enjoy their support a ton and they really help the channel grow each and every month. So thank you so much yet again. And on the way out, if you did enjoy the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and hit the notification bell so you know when all my future videos come out. And just as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.